Hello, welcome back to the channel. Tonight, I want to tell you about a case that sounds too insane to be real, but it happened, right here in South Africa. A so-called Bible study group in Krugersdorp, calling themselves Electus per Deus, which means chosen by God, was actually a front for a murderous cult. For years, they lived in plain sight, committing a series of killings that were planned, cold, and deeply disturbing. How did no one see it coming? Stay with me until the end to understand how this group operated and how they managed to go unnoticed for so long. And if you're into true crime from right here in Mzansi, don't forget to subscribe for more late-night stories. It all started around 2012, when Cecilia Stein, a woman from Krugersdorp, convinced a small group of people that she was a reformed Satanist who had once been involved with powerful occult groups. She claimed she had supernatural gifts and was constantly being hunted by demons and dark forces. Some of the people who believed her were members of a Bible study group led by a woman named Ria Grunewald. Over time, this group broke away and began following Cecilia exclusively, believing she had been chosen by God and that they were being called to do His work. But it wasn't God's work they were doing. Between 2012 and 2016, at least 11 people were murdered by members of this group. Their first set of killings became known as the appointment murders. The victims were all people known to the group, former friends, ex-members, and even family members, people they believed were betraying them or revealing their secrets. The murders were brutal. Victims were stabbed, strangled, or beaten. In one case, a victim was electrocuted. All of this done under the belief that they were on a divine mission. What's even scarier is that the group appeared to be normal on the outside. Most of the members had jobs, went to church, and lived in quiet suburbs. No one knew that behind closed doors, they were planning who to kill next. They had hit lists, they carried out surveillance, and they documented their acts like missions. Some of the murders were made to look like suicides or robberies, which helped them avoid suspicion for years. Cecilia, at the center of it all, never committed the murders herself. She manipulated others, especially a married couple named Marinda and Leroux Stein, and her own daughter Marcel, into carrying out the killings. Marinda was a school teacher. Her son Leroux was barely out of his teens when he got involved. Marcel was still in high school. It's hard to imagine that such young people could be involved in such calculated evil, but Cecilia's control over them was that deep. The group eventually turned to murdering people for money, targeting victims with life insurance policies. This led to the death of a woman named Glenn McGregor, whose murder was disguised as a robbery. It was this killing that finally started to unravel the cult's secrecy. Police linked the murder to people who knew Cecilia, and a deeper investigation opened up. Once arrested, several members of the group began talking, giving disturbing details about how the group operated and who ordered the killings. In 2019, the trial made national headlines. The court heard shocking testimony about Cecilia's psychological manipulation, the use of coded language, rituals, and the eerie belief that they were on a holy mission. The presiding judge described the group's actions as chilling, calling it one of the most bizarre and brutal murder cases in South African history. Cecilia and several members were found guilty and received multiple life sentences. But the case has left a lot of questions behind. How did this go on for so long without anyone catching on? How did a woman with no real spiritual authority manage to convince so many people to kill for her? And how many other groups like this might still be hiding behind religion and community? This isn't just a case about murder, it's about how manipulation, fear, and blind faith can lead ordinary people to do horrifying things. It's a warning to always question what you're being told, and to be cautious when someone claims they speak for God, especially if they're asking you to do the unthinkable. Thanks for staying with me. If this case shocked you like it did the rest of South Africa, leave a comment below and tell us what you think. Could you ever be manipulated the way those young people were? Don't forget to subscribe for more true South African stories, especially the ones most people are too scared to talk about. The details in tonight's story are based on court records, eyewitness testimonies, and verified reporting from the Kruger's dope cult trial between 2016 and 2019, covered by Network 24, Times Live, News 24, and ENCA. You're welcome to look them up and verify everything yourself. Until next time, stay aware, and don't let appearances fool you.